Hello everyone, Pally Time here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are going to be playing as Falstad Wildhammer. In the last video we did for Falstad, we made it so he was a hybrid. He did some right-click damage, he did some ability power damage, he had some tankiness to him as well. In this video, we are going to go for a full mage build. Ability power. Will it reign supreme? Find out in today's episode of Heroes of the Storm.
Let's fly!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Blackheart's Bay. One of my favorite maps in the whole game, has been since the early alpha. We are going to be taking the Hammering travels farther and slows longer. This is going to increase our range on our Q ability and slow duration. Basically range by 40%, slow by 25%. Really good way to deal damage at a long range. This build is going to be very squishy. Our positioning is going to be super important, and I do mean super important. So we're going to try to play safe with this. We're not going to have healing. We're not going to have any defense. Oh, they have a Falstad too. That's something I should have checked before he flew in. My damage burst, however, looked to be far superior. Their Tassadar, landing a little bit earlier than the whole team, did manage to do a little bit of damage to me, though. Brightwing, I'm right here. You didn't have to teleport to me, baby girl. You could have just walked right over. The friendly team, Brightwing, Kael'thas, Falstad, Azmodan, and Vala. The enemy team, Rhaegar, Illidan, Tassadar, Sylvanas, and Falstad. So both teams pretty squishy. Although they will have an Illidan who is able to dive me relatively easily, and Illidan will likely have the ancestral healing from Rhaegar, which will keep him alive in most situations, so we just need to be a little careful. We need to keep that in mind. The chests have spawned. We are going to save our W ability for Illidan if he decides to jump in here. Looks like here he comes, so here we go. W ability on Illidan. We are going to have to back out of here, though. Let's go ahead and throw the hammer, deal some damage. Trying to position safely here, not trying to get myself killed. Illidan, on the other hand, diving deep into the friendly team, is going to be hit by all of our abilities, and it is going to be enough to take him down. That will be first blood for the friendly team. Looks like Brightwing was able to pick up that coin, so at least we have something to say is ours, and once again, the hammer going out is going to connect with the enemy Falstad. Our Vala was pushing top lane that entire time, which isn't a bad thing. It did give us an XP lead. We're about a level ahead of the enemy team right now. Was Azmodan able to get any coins? He was able to get 5. Fantastic. He was pinging for help, so we'll go ahead and use our mount ability to fly down to the center chests. Let's stop this Rhaegar from turning in. Hit him with that hammer. The enemy Falstad flying in as well. We'll hit him with our W. Kind of kite around. With the damage of Azmodan, I believe we could win this. And so did the enemy Falstad, which is why he backed out there. I am very low on health, so I'm going to ping my retreat. We should just be able to pick up, and that would be totally fine. Once again, guys, still messing around with the microphone stuff. I've noticed that my S's are a little sharp, and I don't really like that. But apparently it may just be because of my speech patterns, it may be because of the positioning of my mic, but it's like 8 to 10 inches away from my face, so I don't see how that could be the problem. Maybe it's me. I think my microphone is saying, no, it's not me, it's definitely you right now. Which makes me feel bad. I don't like it. We're going to go ahead and recall, and while we're doing that, we are going to be picking up Gathering Power. I suppose I should explain my abilities at some point. My Q ability, Hammering, is Thor's hammer that we are going to be throwing out and acts as a boomerang. It'll always come back to you. It is fateful like that. Our W ability, Lightning Rod. This is an ability that we can focus on a single target, and it'll pulsate damage as long as that target stays within our AoE radius. And that is going to be very strong in the late game. It's going to be dealing a ton of damage. We just have to get it up there, basically. Bewig, turret. Now, Brightwing should be able to teleport down to me in order to turn in quickly, if she is paying attention. Oh, the enemy team certainly is paying attention. Illidan, luckily jumping the wrong way, is going to disengage now. Oh, hopefully Brightwing comes down. Azmodan also pinging that he wants to turn in. I'm just trying to bait the enemy team right now. We obviously do have Brightwing who could be in here in a moment's notice. And Illidan, once again, probably taking a step in the wrong direction. We're going to hit him with the Hammering. We're going to continue to pursue. He does have evasion, but he gets just out of range at the last possible second. Not sure why Brightwing is not teleporting in on me at all, actually. I'm going to ping for assistance, ping myself, and then ping Brightwing. and see if she gets the idea. Nope. All right. Okay. We need 1 coin, and she has 1 coin. I'm not really sure what the hesitation is, but that's okay. We can come in here, get this chest down, and then flap our little griffin wings over to the coin turn-in really quickly and get the first bombardment of the game. Now, my E ability is barrel roll. This will allow me to cover short distances in a very quick amount of time, and this is also going to give me a shield, one of the only defensive abilities that Falstad has. And my mount ability, if I didn't already explain that, I actually may have, is what is allowing me to jump across long distances. We don't have a traditional mount. We do get a movement speed bonus from our trait by 20%, but that's half of normal mount speed. We are going to be picking up the Boomerang. This is going to allow us to reactivate our hammer in mid-flight. So basically, if we hit the Q button again, the hammer is going to explode while it's in transit, and it'll do some additional damage to anyone that we happen to hit with it. We may actually have a really good clump of enemies here to try this out on. I was hoping for the Illidan because he was low on health, but no such luck, no such luck. Let's just go ahead and take this coin camp. When I play Falstad on this map, I try to be all over the place. Reactivate our Q there for that bonus damage. Looks like Brightwing may be in a little bit of trouble. The enemy team is taking over this vision as well, so we don't want to be here too long. We'll just go ahead and scurry back down to the middle lane. Vala very out of position, and she is going to be jumped on by the enemy team. We're going to explode that hammer in mid-transit, and you can just see how much damage that does. It's very impressive. Very impressive. It does require a little bit more APM. It does require a little bit more skill to land, than the default hammer. But is it worth it? Yeah, I would say so. I would say it's worth it. Let's go ahead and fly down here, get these coins. Looks like the enemy team may be going to turn in, so I'm going to ping that for assistance. And we did see Sylvanas as we were flying over, maybe? Not sure why we saw Sylvanas, actually. I guess she was just in range of Azmodan. The enemy team definitely turning in right now. They do have 4 coins in the box already. 6 now. And it looks like they are looking for more. Tassadar is going to go ahead, use that dimensional shift, and we did not react in time at all to the enemy team, and they do turn in their first bombardment of the game. We are going to be picking up Hinterland Blast, henceforth known as Shakanar, because that's what it was called in the alpha, and every time I think about the ability, I still want to say shock and awe. Looks like Azmodan is going to get surrounded down in the bottom lane. Not his fault, not his fault. Go ahead and throw this out here. Oh, we messed up the burst damage. But we're gonna get the kill. Yes. Illidan looks like he wants to chase after me, but we're fine. So the good thing about Falstad is his trait does allow him to outrun people on foot. But the problem is if those same people stop to mount up, then all of a sudden we can't outrun anything. We are going to be caught in the lightning rod range of the enemy Falstad, and we are going to be taken down. The friendly team was taking this mercenary camp as that was happening. Brightwing finally turning in her 2 coins. Unfortunately, we don't have enough for a bombard. Actually, we do. KT, Kid, you, Turted. And then we have enough for a bombardment. Brightwing already down there. Could have been holding down the fort, but she backed up as well. I'm going to fly down here. I'm going to ping KT. KT, Turted. Okay. All right. I wonder if all of our allies have chat turned off. That could definitely be a possibility. We had numbers advantage. We just pushed back the enemy team. And then we didn't do anything for the objective. But you know what? That's okay, I guess. We'll go ahead and use the lightning rod on these guys down here in the bottom lane. Try to get them out of the way. Kael'thas now making his way over to the coin turn-in. And we do actually see Tassadar down here with really low health. Vala is chasing him into the fog. Is Tassadar going to get away? The spin to win coming out, but that's a pretty hefty shield. We got him. We got him. I'll go ahead and help myself to these 2 coins. Looks like Kael'thas did die. No one went to the coin turn-in to defend him. I'm at fault as well. Maybe he will use chat now, though. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and try to get these in. The enemy of Sylvanas definitely sees me. If we get these in, though, we're gonna be in a great spot for the turn-in. I mean, you could try to run, baby girl, but I'll always catch up to you. That's creepy as shit to say. Yeah, you might want to move out of that at some point, Sylvanas. That was just kind of point-blank range, and then she started moving back towards me. If we turn these in, we are going to have enough for a bombardment. We see our Asmodean player death lasering down that bottom fort. So we have taken out all of the Tier 1 defenses for the enemy team. Let's fly down here. We'll give them a little bit more assistance. We are going to be picking up Lightning Rod deals increased damage on each subsequent hit. So basically on the first one we deal normal damage. On the next one we deal 15% more. On the one after that we deal 15% more. And it's crazy strong. Especially against Illidan's, who you can see I just completely annihilated any health reserves that he had, and now we should be able to disengage. Sylvanas, of course, can chase after us with her Banshees, but with Brightwing teleporting it on me, I'm feeling a little aggressive. A great dimensional shift from the enemy Tassadar is going to save him from that slow and extra damage. And I see no reason not to go back to the turn-in right now with these 8 coins that I have. We don't want to be walking around with these. If you want to see the stats, I have 5 kills, 1 deaths, 12k siege damage, 12k hero damage, which is the highest in the game right now. Go ahead and use our Lightning Rod on Rhaegar. Try to keep him in range. Deal that bonus damage with the Q explosion. And as these guys are moving forward, I need to be careful because I am out of mana. I haven't really been talking about the build too much. Well, at least gathering power. Gathering power is really, really important to this particular setup. Whenever we get a kill, it's going to increase our ability power by 5%. Is that right? I think so. No, passively it gave us 5%, and every time we get a kill, it'll continue to stack ability power up to a 15% bonus. So remember, this build is focused on doing ability power damage. So 15% more ability power is really, really, really good. But if we die at some point, we do lose all of those stacks, and we have to rebuild them again. So is this a risky build for Falstad? Absolutely, it's a risky build. You don't have a lot of healing, you don't have a lot of sustain, you're really counting on your team to heal for you, to peel for you, and really just be in the way. You want everyone else on your team to be the main target, which is another reason that you get the increased range at level 1. We do get another bombardment off on the enemy team. This is hitting the keep in the middle lane, and it is going to take that down. And we are going to be picking up Overdrive. Increases your ability power by 25%. It is an active ability, so you get a 25% bonus. Whoa! You get a 25% bonus when you activate it. But it's also going to drain more of your mana in the process. So it looks like our Asmodean may be in a little bit of trouble. The hammer going out is going to connect. Let's go ahead and just fire a laser. I'm a firing my laser. And that's going to deal well over 1,000 damage to anyone we hit with that. And that's only going to continue to increase as this game continues to proceed. Whatever. That sentence got derailed. That sentence got derailed. We have Kael'thas going up top, so I'm going to fly middle. He's going to be able to clear this out really, really easy, and I'm going to be able to continue to generate XP in the middle lane. Let's go ahead, blow up that minion wave. I was going to say let's get this, let's go ahead and pop Overdrive. We should be able to kill Illidan, no problem. I mean, seriously, how many characters can say they can do that? And I mean, seriously. How many characters can say that they can do that? Blow up an Illidan. It's because Illidan always mitigates auto-attack damage. And we're dealing nothing but ability power damage. He also didn't seem to get the shield on evasion, if I'm not mistaken. No, he did get it. He did get it. Alright, we'll grab these 2 coins. Something's going on down here. It looks like more people from the enemy team are dying. How many do we have? We have 6. There's 7. Looks like Tassadar is seen by the coin turn-in. Let's go ahead. We have 6 seconds on our ultimate. I want to line this up on the enemy Falstad because he's really low on health. Looks like now. Here we go. 1,000 damage to the enemy Falstad, and then we're just going to fly in here and continue to just wreck these guys with our ability power. Now, unfortunately, oh no. Oh no, I have to run. I basically have to run right now. Can we kill Tassadar? I don't have any of my abilities, but Tassadar also doesn't have any of his, if I'm not mistaken. Is it worth continuing to pursue? I don't think so. Not when we have this many coins on us. So I'm just going to recall. I'm going to do the safe thing. I'm going to protect these stacks of my ability power. I'm going to go back to the well. I'm going to top off and then make my way back to this coin camp. The friendly team does have a total of, what was that, 10 coins? 10 coins right now, so we need one more. So by killing this coin camp really quick, we will be in the position to turn in another bombardment here. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. I'm not going to waste my fly to get over here. I'm really not going to waste anything, actually. We'll just let our passive tick in, get that move speed increase, and then turn these coins in. We know that the majority of the enemy team is in the middle lane defending their core from those catapults. Oh, why did I do that? Oh my god, I'm so bad. Push bot? Question mark? This will target the top keep of the enemy team first, and there's not a lot of defenses there, so it's very possible that it'll kill it. So we can push the bottom lane and try to get both keeps in one maneuver. Unfortunately, we do not have our Kael'thas with us. I'm not too sure what he's doing up there. I'm kind of convinced most people in this game don't have chat turned on, which is an option now that I don't really agree with at all. The enemy team has snuck up on us. Let's get out of that ultimate. I'm biding my time. Here we go. We are going to hit several members of the enemy team with that shock. And, oh, now exploding on top of Rhaegar for some increased damage. Do we continue to pursue? You bet your ass we continue to pursue. Another hammer going out. This one intended to slow down our Lord and Savior Rhaegar. Does it land? No, it doesn't. But Kael'thas has reemerged with the team in the middle lane. The lightning rod coming out on Rhaegar. He is going to heal up to full health with that ancestral healing, but the damage is too strong from our ability power, and we are going to take him out. We are going to take him out. I'm going to focus on this keep really fast, make my way down here, get this coin. If we get one more, we can get a bombardment by ourselves. I'm the only one with coins. Let's go ahead and get the upgrade to our heroic ability. This is going to make Shock and Awe even better, increase the range, and increase the damage on it. Focus this down as fast as I can. We're not very good at soloing camps, but when you deal as much damage as we do right now, you can kind of kill anything, you know what I'm saying? All right, grab these coins, make our way middle, and we are going to get a bombardment off by ourselves. Fantastic. Fantastic. This is going to ensure that we win the game, and that's going to be a really fast win on Blackheart's Bay. What's the range on our ultimate? Oh, I can't cast it yet. I don't think I'm going to be able to get an ult off before this game ends. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. I missed. No, I actually killed the core with it. I mean, yeah, I totally just wanted to ensure that we could kill the core and be totally fine. That's what I wanted to do. So that's the Mage Falstad build. It's nothing new. But, you know, I thought I would bring some attention to it again since it's been a long time since I've shown it on the channel. Really strong. I just don't recommend it for new Falstad players. If you're a new Falstad player, this is exactly what I recommend. I recommend Seasoned Marksman, Vampiric Assault. These two coincide with each other really well. You're going to be increasing your auto attack damage and then healing whenever you auto attack. Then you pick up First Aid. Okay, it's so hard to call this Hinterland Blast. You pick up Shock and Awe. And then the shield on your static shield, you want it to be giving you defensiveness whenever you use it, and then overdrive, and then increase the damage of your ultimate again. It's a hybrid build. You do a little bit of everything, but you also have a lot more sustain, and you don't die as often if you use that build. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Mage Falstad is pretty fun, even though it is risky. You do get your adrenaline going when you're playing Mage Falstad because it feels like it's more all-in than his other builds. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully the mic is sounding okay, and I'll see you all next time.